Hey guys, just want to make a little video, or trying to make a video. This might not end well. As you can see, it's my screen still bad, but I don't care right now. I'm gonna fix that later. I'm gonna get a camera, proper camera for videos and such, yada yada. A lot of people can probably tell I am not really myself today. That is not something I want to address right now. I might address 10 minutes, 5. Just give me a breather first. I'm supposed to be doing housework, but the problem is when you really don't feel like at your best, and you kind of feel like I was out to get the mail, and it felt like it was kind of raining, and I felt something drip on my forehead, and I was like, I can't be outside and paint. I did that yesterday. I need to do another one now, but I felt like it was raining and it's cold, so that's a problem. And it didn't help my mood a lot. Yesterday I don't know what came over me. I was watching FB's live stream. They had like a theme category that was perfect for me, like honestly, and I was really annoyed. And I don't know what happened. I felt like my emotions were bubbling over me, and then I sent something to my Instagram friends, which will probably see this. Guys, sorry for what I'm gonna say right now. It's nothing personal, but I felt kinda ignored. And when I added like sorry for being a bother kind of thing, I usually when emotions don't come through text, and later I put on my Instagram, my fan account Instagram for close friends only, that I possibly my anxiety had risen a lot, because I all of a sudden got like all these thoughts that weren't good for my mental health at all, like how I the ignore thing, and then I felt like I was like not a part of the group anymore. Like once I found another person to talk to, which here's the thing, having internet friends, you can't talk with more than one person. And I have the group chat who weren't really thrilled about what was the theme, or was the what was the stream yesterday, what it was. But I was really excited for it. But I felt really like my mood was really let down when they were so negative. So yeah. And what else can I say? Sorry, but and I have the group chat, and then I talk a lot with another person whom I became friends with, not because of FB. She doesn't watch a lot of FB. She doesn't really know a lot about FB, but we became friends. I followed her because she had a fan page for Jesse Page, but we became friends because of Dan and Phil. And lately, I have maybe been focusing more on Dan and Phil, because you can change here and there, back and forth. Like I also am still really interested in FB. I still watch all their streams. I literally have been up until like 3 a.m. since like February or January. I don't remember. Was it January or February? I don't know. Just watching their streams and literally like barely sleeping. And every like some Wednesdays, because Tuesdays they usually stream like for 7 p.m. for me, but because of dance such I couldn't always watch all of it. But when they usually stream at 3 p.m. for them, it's midnight here. So I always am up to like midnight to 3 a.m. every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Fridays is okay because Saturdays you can sleep. But I had to be up at 8 a.m. every Thursday, and every Wednesdays and Thursdays, and it was like I had to like I started school 8 a.m., so I had to be up at like 6 a.m. So I had 3 hours of sleep almost every week, and like that's a decision I made. Well, I did talk about it before 5 minutes. Wow, love that. Um, but like that's a decision I made. But when you do that for a long time and you later really can't sleep at night, it becomes a problem. You really have turned like your sleeping pattern upside down. And turning your sleeping pattern upside down is really dumb of you. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. But that happened, and I think when I was sleep deprived, like we are a lot of people on that Discord being sleep deprived, but I got so sleep deprived, and my anxiety from when I was 14 kicked back worse than ever. Like I have had a few panic attacks when I was 14. I think my worst kicked in like when I was 14. I'm pretty sure my worst panic attacks was there. When I was 15, I was lucky. I think I had only one. And then 16, I also got a panic attack. But when I was 17, I didn't have a single one. Second year of high school, I didn't have a single panic attack. My anxiety was there a few times, but it never was huge. But now I already probably had a like here's the thing. This wasn't a panic attack. This was my self-loathing at its biggest and my anxiety kicking me in the guts of feeling I wasn't good enough and then feeling like I was a bother to my friends. And it's not even my real life friends, it's my Instagram friends, it's my internet friends. And my internet friends can decide to just mute me or whatever. My in real life friends can't do that. But when you feel these types of things, you should just acknowledge it and tell them. But I'm not the type of person, I can barely do that. And posting on the internet is the dumbest thing you could ever do. But why am I doing this? Because talking about it usually makes things better. Oh lord, that was a lot at once. What else was I gonna say? Um, I have a lot of thoughts. I'm sorry. How can I say this? It's not easy. I haven't been able to properly check upon my mental health, which is something I realize now I should have done 4 years ago. And that is something I want to do as soon as possible. Check upon my mental health, which is something I'm going to do when school starts again, so I can talk with the nurse and like probably have a like chat, like have a chat there and be like, life isn't at the best, and I haven't checked upon my mental health properly. And the thing is, my sleep depriving is yes because of I spend too much time on my phone and I spend too much time on my computer. But the anxiety was my own self-loathing, and I tend to jokingly say I hate myself and be like to others, no self-loathing because you should love yourself. Well, here's the thing, it's a lot easier for me to tell, which is something I think it's for a lot of people. It's easier to tell others don't talk bad about yourself than it is to tell yourself don't talk bad about yourself. Because telling your friends that they are amazing is so much easier than trying to compliment yourself, unless you're a narcissist. If you're a narcissist, it's the easiest thing ever and you prefer to compliment yourself in front of others. But regular people, there's some of them, some regular people, they don't mind complimenting themselves once in a while. Just be like, yeah, I'm good enough. This is good. Some of us have problems with that. And I am the type of person that are like, if I feel good about myself, I think, am I being too selfish? Am I being narcissistic? Am I, etc., etc. I have a lot of self doubt, I don't know. that I hid for so long that I think is just good sometimes to get it off of your chest. And mental health is something that should be talked about more. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why are you not looking into camera? It's because I feel really uncomfortable talking about my feelings and doing this. Like when I posted on my Instagram story for like my close friends on that account, one of my friends, she follows me on that account. I haven't added her there because I don't want to bother her. Is that bad? Like, to be honest, there it's almost like the friends that I talked about there when I felt like crap about how I didn't feel part of the group and such. It's almost like I didn't want them to see it either. And the only person I wanted to show it to was the friend that kind of more gets the whole mental health problem thing. That we've talked about mental health. We've talked about mental health before. Because I don't know, I have a kind of connection with this person that is really nice, and I have connection with them too. The thing is, you have a different connection with people, and when you're in a group chat, it's different when you talk with one person. And I don't know. I don't know why I feel like this, and I'm not hating on anyone because I love all my friends. I just have a lot of self hatred that shouldn't be there, but it is. When I was younger, when I was like 13 and younger, life was amazing, life was great. You know, when I was 14, I have a video on how something kind of helped me out of my depressive state. Yeah, I was lying. Partly. I wasn't done within that half year. I was like, oh yeah, I was better after half year. I was lying. And that's something I am not a fan of admitting, but I lied because I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. I didn't want them to like think about this. But it's like I have a heavy pressure on my chest right now. And I feel like I can barely breathe. And it's not because I lied that one time about my mental health. It's because sometimes you let your self-loathing and your anxiety get to the best of you, and when it's over, you're like, oh no, I'm fine. Am I? Like, here's the thing, it doesn't happen as often to me as it does to a lot of other people. But no matter who you are, no matter how many times something has happened to you when it comes to how your mental health is, your mental health is always valid, no matter who you are, no matter if it's good or bad. Mental health should be talked about more, and mental health was something that I'm passionate about mental health. That's one of the reasons I have psychology in high school. Like, one of my subjects is psychology, and I made sure that I'm gonna have it for the second year as well. Second year in a row. Like, I had it in my second year of high school. I'm gonna have it in my third, but I only had it for like second and third grade, or I'm gonna have it for third grade. Anyway, but mental health is so important. But I'm so afraid to talk about my own mental health. And I remember one time in class, I actually was really honest how everybody thinks I'm so calm and collected and everything, but I'm not, and has been moments where I haven't really been at my best. Like, everybody thinks I have a lot of self-control, but I really don't. I don't know what's going to happen in my life. I think I know, but I am not sure. I have a plan, but do I? Is it a good plan? Will it put my parents in debt? Will it put myself in debt? What will happen? I don't know. I am not a fan of myself, but I feel like sometimes watching others on, like, whether it's YouTube or talking with someone of your friends, like, not watching, but like, you get me, it can help because sometimes some people give you hope. I remember in June, I felt good about myself, but I didn't feel bad about it, which is first time in a long time. And one of the reasons for that is to be reminded that it gets better. And that's also something I felt in the beginning of July before then they kicked in a little bit further out. But you know who reminded me of that? Dan and Phil with their coming out videos, and they were saying how it gets so much better. And it's not just about coming out, but it's just like life in general. It gets better. But now I have like self-doubt of like, does it? That was a lot of talk. I am gonna go now. And I forgot to introduce myself. If you're new, hi, my name is Jedis. Or my name is Henriette, but you may call me Jedis. And I don't usually do shit like this. Well, hope that this gave you guys some insight. I hope that you are doing well. I hope you're doing good. And stay safe. If you ever feel something with your mental health and it ain't the best, talk to someone or find your way of feeling better. Bye.